Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. I'm Phương, currently enrolled in the academic writing and presentation class. Today I'm so excited when I'm talking about a scorching topic recently, personalized advertising, and we will also learn about it through research. This is how to use evaluate personalized Facebook advertising an analysis of consumer and advertisers' consumer factors. Have you ever wondered why after you search for a certain product online, your social media platforms will continuously advertise that product? That is the effect of personalized advertising, and today we will learn more about Facebook's personalized advertising. To make the presentation easier to understand, I will divide it into three questions and let's get to the answer to the first question. What is the topic of the research? The topic of the research focused on two main issues: analyzing factors considered by consumers and advertisers. The result of analysis indicate how the two sets of factors are related to each other. Firstly, the paper focused on the interplay between two groups of factors that explain consumers' response to personalized ads. Factors controlled by the advertisers, such as personalization and ad placement, and factors controlled by the consumer, such as privacy concerns, perceived relevance, and Facebook motive. Factors in the evolution and perceived outcome of personalized Facebook advertising, as well as how these factors interrelate in which perceived relevance and Facebook use motive play a vital role. Research also shows that the influence of post group of factors on advertising outcomes are often difficult to assess separately from each other. Moreover, the interconnection between post group of factors is especially apparent in personalized advertising. Why is it important to carry out the research? This research is important because it explores the role of both advertiser and consumer-controlled factors in the evolution and perceived outcome of personalized Facebook advertising. Advertiser-controlled factor research shows that personalization helps advertisers more accurately advertise what consumers pay attention to and help consumers see ads that interest them. Research also no consensus exists on the preferred ad placement from a consumer perspective. Consumer control the factor. Privacy concerns: the respondent perceived data collection as inescapable on Facebook and privacy as something they treat for Facebook service when registering for the platform or in a broader sense when use the internet. As relevant, the advertisement perceived relevant is a key prerequisite for personalization to lead to positive advertising outcome for the advertiser. Finally, how do user motive for assessing Facebook influence the way that evaluates that the show as our respondents articulate that how they are using Facebook at the moment when they are confronted with ad influence, the ad outcomes are being perceived as impending. The respondent situation goal when assessing Facebook can lead to negative advertising outcomes for advertisers. Research is a qualitative method of semi-structured interview with education techniques to study the real-world experience and opinion of Facebook users regarding personal life as so it provides new insight and practical implications for advertisers on how to design and communication personalized ads that appeal to users and reduce privacy concerns. What are the research questions? What are the research questions? What is the role of post-advertiser and consumer controlled factor in the evolution and perceived outcome of personalized Facebook advertising, and how do both factors related to each other? So, objective question is the role of both advertisers and consumer controlled factor in the evolution and perceived outcome of personalized Facebook advertising. And to be able to answer the central question in detail, the research creates 7 consumer interview questions and to show its role of consumer and advertiser controlled factor. Question 1 to 3 analyze the factors controlled by the advertiser, personalization, and ad placement. Question 4 to 7 to analyze consumer control factors privacy concerns, perceived relevance, and Facebook motive. How previous research deal with the current research topic? Previous research on the topic of personalized Facebook advertising has been focused on the effect of personalization on advertising outcomes such as attention, attitude, behavioral intention, and yield intention. Some studies have found positive effects, while others have found negative effects on mixed results depending on the degree and type of personalization. Despite extensive research on the use of personal data in online advertising, recent literature indicates that more insight is needed, not only on the optimal use of personalized information in SNS advertising, but also on how these personalized ads are best presented to attract attention and limit ad avoidance. The role of privacy concerns in moderating the effect of personalization. Some studies have suggested that privacy concerns can reduce the effectiveness of personalized ads, while others have argued that the use of personal data does not significantly influence the acceptance of personalized internet advertising. Simultaneously, recent studies on internet usage and data sharing behavior add to the role of privacy. Recent literature has indicated that the effects of personalization on privacy concerns are more nuanced and depend not only on how the personalization is done, but also on how the advertisement is presented in terms of context, placement, positions, or location. Some studies have compared the effect of different ad formats and location on Facebook, such as message, stream ad, and sidebar ads, and found that message stream ads tend to perform better than sidebar ads in terms of attention, click-through rate, and purchase intention. To complement the current body of advertising research, we often place on predefined fictitious scenario study in a controlled experimental setting. Various authors have called for studies that focus on actual real-world behaviors and first-hand experience with SNS advertising. Which theoretical framework can be used for this research? This is interactive advertising model, social contract theory, use a gratification theory. This interactive advertising model will explain how consumers respond to online behavioral advertising based on two groups of factors: advertisers-controlled factor and consumer-controlled factor. The social contract theory, which provides a normative framework for understanding the relationship between individuals and institutions, such as SNS, and how they exchange personal data for benefits. Use and gratification theory. This framework examines how and why people use media to satisfy their needs and motivations. What is the research gap? However, previous research has also identified some gaps and limitations, such as the lack of qualitative studies that explore the real-world experience and opinion of Facebook users regarding personalized ads, and the conflict in interaction between different factors that influence users' response. The need for more insight into the optimal use of personalization techniques and the conditions that have to be met for personalization tactics to be perceived as successful. The rapid innovation and evolution of Facebook advertising's formal feature will require constant updating and testing of the existing theories and models so we can better understand personalized advertising on Facebook in particular and on social networking platforms in general. That is the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.